Some people love to push real fighters, thinking toughness is just attitude. But when a trained fighter finally decides to respond, the whole energy in the room changes fast.
Not too hard to tell the hard punching hit. Billy Conn comes in. Whoops, a daisy. Little stumble there from Conn. Son says our referee. And Conn's record stand. And he won't be called a punch. No, just a slip. Got clipped on the top record. 53 with age. Billy Conn. Kid from Pittsburgh.
From trash-talking challengers to clueless tough guys trying to prove a point, these moments show one truth: when real fighters fight back, the beating is instant and unforgettable. Stick around. We're jumping into the wildest times when pros had enough and hit back for real. Number 1. Gjelt Blommaert fights back hard. Gjelt Blommaert walked into one Friday fights 17 ready for a real test. Across from him stood Li Gaojin, a strong Chinese fighter who came forward with power. They started fast. Li tried to push Gjelt back, throwing hard shots. Gjelt stayed calm. Then he stepped in close and lifted his knee again and again. Each knee landed clean. Li tried to hold on, but Gjelt kept firing. One more strong knee went straight up, and Li dropped to the canvas. The crowd reacted as Gjelt stood tall in the ring. Number 2. Yannick Bahati strikes back fast. Yannick Bahati stepped into the Cage Warriors. Cage ready for his rematch with Charles Joyner. Last time they met, the fight ended in a close draw, and both men wanted a clear winner. The bell rang, and they moved toward each other. Joyner reached out with his lead hand. Bahati grabbed it with sharp focus. Then he swung a strong right backhand across Joyner's chin. Joyner fell straight backward to the canvas, not moving as the referee rushed in to stop more strikes. The whole arena reacted to the sudden finish. The fight lasted only 4 seconds. The fastest knockout in Cage Warriors history. Bahati climbed to the top of the cage and shouted with joy. The win also ended his long run without a victory. After the fight, Bahati called out other fighters and asked for a world title shot. Number 3. Mike Weaver vs. John Tate. Mike Weaver and John Tate met in Knoxville in 1984, the WBA heavyweight title. Tate came in unbeaten and started strong, round after round. Tate stayed ahead on the scorecards. Weaver kept moving forward, looking for his moment. The fight reached the 15th round, and both men were tired. Tate stepped in, trying to finish the job. Weaver suddenly threw a sharp left hook. It landed clean. Tate fell straight to the canvas as the crowd reacted to the sudden turn. Weaver stood over him, knowing the title had shifted in one punch. Number 4. Ilunga gets his big shot. Alan Commander Boy Ilunga stayed unbeaten for 7 years. Now he finally stepped in for his chance at EFC Gold. Across the cage stood Aniset Kanaba, the rival he had chased his whole career. The crowd watched as the two men moved in, ready to settle everything in one fight. Number 5. Eddie Hall meets real skill. Eddie Hall trained hard with Oliver Nkamp. Hall practiced new karate moves, even sharp head kicks. Then he stepped in to face Jesse, a real karate black belt. Jesse moved with clean technique as Eddie tried to use his power. The exchange began fast in the gym. Number 6. George Foreman vs. Michael Moorer. George Foreman faced Michael Moorer in 1994 at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Foreman was 45, but he stood strong in the ring. Moorer boxed well, landing clean shots and building a clear lead on the scorecards. Foreman kept walking forward, looking for one clean opening. The fight reached the 10th round. Moorer stepped in close, thinking he had the match under control. Foreman suddenly threw a perfect right hand. It landed with full force. Moorer fell to the canvas as Foreman watched the finish unfold. Number 7. Blue shirt guy strikes back. The man in the blue shirt stood ready, looking tense as he trained with the man in red. They moved around each other, trading small steps. The blue shirt fighter threw the first punch, landing it clean. The red shirt fighter slipped away toward the edge of the space, clearly upset by the hit. He tried to reset his feet, but his anger showed in every move he made. The blue shirt fighter watched him come forward. Then, without any warning, he launched a heavy punch straight toward him. It landed hard, sending the red shirt fighter down to the floor. Number 8. Isaac Cruz claims big victory. Isaac Pitbull Cruz stepped into the ring against Rolando Rolly Romero for the WBA Super Lightweight World Championship. Cruz moved fast from the start, landing a sharp left hook to Romero's head in the first round that shook him badly. Romero tried to stay steady and survive, but he couldn't match Cruz's power. The fight went into the middle rounds. Romero worked to keep Cruz away, using holds and movement, but he lost a point in round 5 for too much holding. Cruz kept pressing, landing clean shots. In round 7, a strong right hand hurt Romero again. In round 8, Cruz came forward with heavy punches. The referee stopped the fight 59 seconds in, giving Cruz the win. Cruz outlanded Romero with 129 punches to 85 and landed more accurately. After the fight, Cruz celebrated his title and his hard work, standing tall in the ring as the new champion. Number 9, Marciano, turns fight around fast. In September 1952, Rocky Marciano faced Jersey Joe Walcott for the World Heavyweight Championship in Philadelphia. Walcott had fought well, moving ahead on the scorecards and controlling the fight for much of the match. The crowd watched closely as both men exchanged punches and tested each other's strength. Marciano stayed patient, looking for the right moment. He kept moving, waiting for an opening. As the fight reached the 13th round, Walcott was still in the lead, but Marciano spotted a chance. He threw a strong, clean right hand that landed perfectly on Walcott. Walcott fell to the canvas, ending the fight in a sudden knockout. The arena reacted to the unexpected finish as Marciano stood tall, the new champion earlier. Marciano had already made a name for himself by knocking out Joe Louis in Madison Square Garden in 1951, proving his power and timing. This fight showed how a fighter can stay focused and strike back when the moment is right. Number 10. Foreigner strikes back in ring. A foreign fighter faced a Thai opponent in the ring. The Thai tried to fight hard, but the foreigner landed a clean punch, knocking him down to the floor. Number 11. Street fight turns tough quickly. Two men got into a street fight. One man kicked hard, landing real blows. The other tried to stay close, but the kicks pushed him back to the ground. Number 12. Mike Tyson returned to professional boxing. On August 19, 1995, Mike Tyson returned to professional boxing after more than 4 years away. His absence came after legal trouble, but now he stepped back into the ring ready to fight. Tyson faced Peter McNeely at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The fight started quickly. Tyson moved forward, showing the skill and power that made him a champion. McNeely tried to keep up, but Tyson's presence and experience controlled the ring. Less than 2 minutes into the fight, Tyson earned the win when McNeely was disqualified. The entire fight lasted only 89 seconds. Fans watched from around the world, and the event became a huge success, grossing $96 million. Over 1.5 million homes bought the fight on pay-per-view, breaking records. With this win, Tyson improved his record to 42-1, showing that even after time away, a real fighter can come back strong. Number 13. Coach strikes back instantly. An undefeated street fighter tried to show his power against an old boxing coach. The coach watched carefully, then threw one clean punch. The fighter fell to the ground, ending the challenge immediately. Number 14. Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor. In 1990, Julio Cesar Chavez faced Meldrick Taylor in a fight that went all the way to the 12th round. Taylor started strong, using his speed, quick punches and combinations to stay ahead on the scorecards. He moved around the ring, making it hard for Chavez to land more than one punch at a time. Taylor built a big lead early because of his fast hands and clever movement, but Chavez hit harder, and as the fight went on, his punches started adding up. Taylor's face became swollen and bloody. He had cuts on his mouth and nose, and the bones around his eye were broken. By the later rounds, Taylor was tired and had to exchange punches with Chavez, which let Chavez land more hits. In the final round, Taylor still had the lead, but he was exhausted. With about 25 seconds left, Chavez hit Taylor with a strong right hand that made him stumble into a corner. Chavez kept pressing and landed another right hand. Taylor got up using the ropes, but didn't respond to the referee. The fight was stopped, giving Chavez the victory with just 2 seconds left. Number 15. MMA fighter versus street fighter. Charlie Decker, with a 5-3-1 MMA record, faced a street fighter. The street fighter talked a lot during the fight. Charlie stayed calm and landed punches. Number 16. MMA fighter dominates. Street fighter. MMA trained man got into a street fight. He stayed focused and landed strong punches. The other man couldn't keep up and was hit very hard by the fighter. Number 17. Edge wins the Royal Rumble match in 2010. Edge made a surprise return at the Royal Rumble after being out for 6 months due to a torn Achilles tendon. Fans didn't expect him to compete, but he entered the match as the 29th participant. From the start, Edge moved through the ring, facing many opponents who tried to stop him. He used skill and timing to stay in the match while the other wrestlers eliminated each other. As the match reached its final moments, only a few competitors remained. Edge focused on John Cena, one of the last men in the ring. With careful timing, Edge eliminated Cena, securing the victory. Winning the Royal Rumble gave Edge a huge prize. He earned the right to choose any championship match he wanted at WrestleMania 26, setting up the next step in his comeback. Number 18. BJJ, blue belt fights back. A man attacked a Brazilian jiu-jitsu blue belt in a street fight. The blue belt stayed calm and used his grappling skills immediately. He took the attacker down to the ground, controlling him carefully, even though the attacker tried to bite him during the struggle. The blue belt held his position and kept the situation under control. He used his training to prevent the attacker from causing more harm while keeping himself safe. The fight ended with the blue belt in full control, showing how skill and calm thinking can turn a dangerous moment around. Number 19. Joe Louis vs. Billy Conn. On June 18, 1941, Joe Louis faced Billy Conn at the Polo Grounds in New York City. Conn, the light heavyweight champion, surprised everyone by leading on the scorecards after 12 rounds. He had used his speed and skill to stay ahead, moving around the ring and landing clean punches while avoiding Louis' heavy hits. But in the 13th round, Conn made a big decision. Instead of keeping his distance and boxing safely, he tried to go toe-to-toe with Louis, trading punches and looking for a knockout. Louis waited patiently for the right moment. As Conn stepped in closer, Louis saw the opening he needed. With perfect timing, Louis landed a clean punch that put Conn on the canvas. Conn could not recover, and Louis won the fight by knockout, retaining his heavyweight title. The 13th round showed how a real fighter can wait, watch, and strike back when the chance comes, turning the fight around in an instant. Number 20. Harrison fights back to win. At 150, Liam Harrison faced Muang Thai in a fast and chaotic fight. The match started rough for Harrison. In the first round, Muang Thai knocked him down twice. First, a low kick sent Harrison to the canvas. Then a left hook landed cleanly, and Harrison went down again. Harrison stayed calm and focused. He used the time to recover and prepare his response. After getting up, he came forward with a series of strong punches. Harrison landed a powerful right hand that knocked Muang Thai to the ground. He followed quickly with another combination, sending Muang Thai down 2 more times. The fight ended in the first round with Harrison winning by TKO. The match showed how even after being knocked down multiple times, a fighter can stay focused, fight back, and take control of the fight. Harrison's timing and punches turned the fight around completely, earning him the victory in a very short and intense round. Number 21. UFC fighter struggles outside ring. A UFC fighter got into a street fight with a random drunk person. The fighter was quickly knocked down and struggled to recover. People who said fighters could win in seconds were proven wrong, as skill outside the ring didn't guarantee control in a chaotic street fight. Number 22. Fighter wins over boxer. An MMA fighter faced a boxer in a fight. The MMA fighter landed strong moves and controlled the match, winning easily. The crowd watched closely as the action unfolded and stepped in to separate them after the fight, keeping everyone safe while the MMA fighter proved his skill. If you enjoyed seeing what happens when real fighters finally fight back, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more moments just like these. Drop a comment telling us which fight back shocked you the most. I always check them. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay respectful, and I'll see you in the next one.